All right, all right, all right. It's your boy Hip Hop Karma. You are tuned in to another random podcast show. I have a special guest for y'all today, and my guest is Don 300.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's happening?
How you doing, man? How you been, brother?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
How you doing with this whole situation that we in 2021, man?
It's tough, bruh.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Is
I
it?
ain't even gonna lie. Like the best thing that's been for me is I've been focused on music.
Okay.
I've never in my life been able to focus on music as much as I have during the pandemic because you
Right.
can't really do nothing.
Right.
So
right.
I'm working from home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm coaching, and they canceled the season, so I'm
Damn.
not doing basketball and everything. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? So
yeah.
I'm just focused in on music. I wake up and I'm writing music.
That's
Even
right.
I'm at work, take a break, I'm writing music. You know what I mean? Just to keep my mind going, just to stay positive and you
And
know what I
stay
mean?
focused and shit.
Exactly, because
Yeah.
it could get depressing, man. You just
Yeah.
sitting at the house.
Yeah.
Everybody else sitting at their house. The world just ain't moving like it's supposed to.
Yeah, it's crazy. So let's get into Don 300, man. How'd you come up with that name, bro?
Back when I was in high school, I was over at one of these girls' house, you know what I mean, just chilling and everything, and it was the first time I seen The Godfather.
Okay.
And then, ever since then, I was just like, man, the Don, like that, it just kind of fit. And then, Don D was kind of emerging from Dago at
Okay.
that time,
Yeah,
Don
yeah.
D. So I was like, I can't go with Don D. So
Right.
it was like on 300 Festival where we stay at, it was like Don 3.
That's
So
hard.
it just
That's
came
hard.
like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's hard. So it's actually from the street, from where you came
Right.
from. That's
Right,
hard.
right.
I never even knew that shit.
Yeah.
bro. I was like, is he rolling around in a 300? Like,
Right. I know everybody is like, people still confused. Like some people think it's Dom 3, some people say Don, you know what I mean? Some people think Don 300 was like, Don 300 was one of my Instagram names. You feel
Right.
me? So everybody called me 300, 300, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then even on YouTube and stuff, people would put Don 300 featuring, so it's like hard to find it, but now I'm just like trying to focus on keeping it short to Don 3, just Don
Right.
3, Don
Okay,
3, type
okay.
that in.
Okay, bet.
Yeah.
Bet. And I know you done some projects with your brother as well.
Yep.
Who started doing the music first? Was it you or your brother? Or how did that
Yeah,
how that come about?
it was me first. My uncle Slim, who
Yeah.
just legendary rapper from around here.
Uh-huh.
He taught me how to rap when I was 3.
Oh,
just,
wow.
recite this, say that.
Okay.
So I'm just busting, you know what I mean? Everywhere we
Yeah.
go, that's what it was. Say that rap I told you, whatever. You know what I mean?
Damn, okay.
And then I started writing when I was about like 11, 12, you know what I mean? Then really didn't start making songs till I was like in high school, just
Okay.
messing around with it.
Okay.
And then, but I was always rapping, but I never really, wrote songs and everything like that
Right.
until I was out of high school. And then my brother started, getting down with Style and Soul
Yep.
and all them and
Yep.
everything. And then I was like, shit, he hard, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
And
yeah.
then my dad would just tell me like, man, y'all need to quit playing. Y'all need to do something
Do it
together.
together.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
And
yeah.
I always kind of like let him do his thing, have his own identity. You
Right,
mean? I didn't want to
right.
be that big brother like, do this, you do this with me, this, that, you know what I mean?
Right. Give him a space. Yeah.
Give me space. So I started writing, and I would write my songs, and I was just like, I'm gonna just leave a verse. You
Right.
feel me? And then I would just send it to him. Send it,
Hard.
and then it all came out into an album. So
Hard.
just put it out. We did 2 albums, and then now I just dropped my first solo album. So
With music being in your family and you coming up with music at the age of 3 and having that in your family already, was there any outside artists that you were maybe listening to or stuff that you grew up listening to that you were influenced by? And stuff like that?
yeah, for sure. Like even to the day, I'm just music. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Everybody knows like I just feel it different. I just see it different. I hear it different. You know what I mean?
Give me some artists that you grew up on.
It was mostly Snoop, of course.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Snoop and Dre was, big. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I gravitated towards Snoop a lot just because of, the laid back demeanor, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? And
Yeah.
just, being cool. And I was always cool, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, just that flavor, that feel and with him having a lot of like R&B background, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
with
Like
Nate
the
Dogg and
oldies,
shit.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And recreating and shit like that. So all the old songs that he was coming out new, like I had already heard them,
Right.
and people wouldn't even know that was an old song. You know what I mean?
Right.
Cause my grandma, she used to have all the oldies. My dad, all the oldies. You know
Right.
what I mean? And it's all just being recreated.
Did you get influence from the family doing the rap thing, or was there an artist that like Snoop Dogg that you were like, shit, I like this, I'm finna try and do this myself? Like, what did the influence like push you to?
It wasn't really, I don't know, it wasn't really like that. I've always been like, you know, like me.
Yeah.
Like I'm about to do this. Like
Right.
it wasn't really like anybody did it and I'm like, oh man, I want to be like that, or,
Okay.
or I want to be. It was always like, shit, I'm
Now-
finna figure out how to be the best at this.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So when you first got into it, do you remember how old you were when you first maybe got on the mic and started doing it?
Yeah, there was a time I recorded with Meezy at his house over on Vine Street. I was like in 4th grade.
Damn.
4th grade.
Damn.
And him, I think it was Dad C was over there, my dad and a couple other dudes, because he was doing music with everybody, you know what I mean?
Right.
And it was just like playing around. I told him like, I got this little, and he was like, all right, let's record it. He found a beat and I just started flowing on it. And I look back at it, I was like, that shit was trash, but you know what I mean?
But then it was the hardest shit ever.
Exactly, because everybody was like, damn, he 4-year-old, and that was
Yeah.
like when Bow Wow was coming up,
Right.
so everybody was like, oh,
You remember
man,
the
like,
instrumental that you rocked to it for?
I don't.
Damn.
It was actually he made the beat.
Oh, he made the beat.
Yeah, it wasn't on no
damn.
instrumental. Yeah.
Wow.
Like back then people wasn't really doing like, Cube was doing the jacking for beats, but people still wasn't getting on other people's stuff. It was
Right.
kind of like people would try their own shit and you know what I mean,
Damn,
try to make
okay.
an original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hard, man. That's
Yeah,
hard, man.
yeah.
So let's talk about some shit that people might not know about Don 3, man. Where did you come from? I mean, obviously I know, but maybe the people don't.
Right.
Where you come from?
I'm from Oceanside, Deep Valley. Grew up on Arthur Street, down in there. You know what I mean? All the gangs and all that shit. Just moved around. Moms and dad wasn't together, so I've moved to Vista, back to Oceanside, over to motherfucking Vista again, and back to Oceanside Valley to the beach, down on the east side, playing flag football, Pasole, and all
Yeah,
that shit. You
yeah.
know what I mean? So I just been all over the town.
How was it? How was it growing up out here, man? In the age and the era that you grew up out here, man.
It was tough, man, but it was kind of like I just knew everybody, so I didn't have as many problems,
Right.
as other people did, because growing up in a gang environment and stuff like that, like people have to prove themselves,
Right.
and people will test whoever for whatever, you know what I
Right,
mean,
right.
and try to pick on you and shit like that, and you know what I mean. It was like motherfuckers did try to pick on me, like older dudes and this and that, but then motherfuckers be like, hey, look, that's that's so and so
You feel me?
people's, you know what I
Yeah.
mean. He good.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I just I had like a yellow brick road as far as that. Like nobody really tried to fuck with me and everything, and I could move how I wanted to.
That's
you know what I
cool.
mean?
Yeah.
But just seeing how other people had to deal with it's tough.
How did you stay out of the gang life?
Basketball.
Yeah.
That's what kept me, you know what I mean? And on top of that, like I said, growing up with them.
Right.
Because
Seeing it firsthand.
Seeing it firsthand, my uncle, he was locked up all the time.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
time you look up, he locked up. You
Yeah.
know, our house getting shot up and shit. Shit like that, and motherfuckers doing drugs and fights and stabs. And I'm just like, shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that shit, it kind of just. I wasn't like everybody else who like turned on it. You know what I
Right,
mean? I'm
right.
like, nah. I'm trying to,
Not
I'm trying
do
to,
that shit.
I'm trying to live.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So the older I became, I dibbled and dabbled. Everybody was trying to, I had blood homies because I was on Arthur, and then my whole
Right.
family is Crips. So motherfuckers like, you be from here, cuz
Right.
come fuck with us, blood, this and that. And I'm just like, it just didn't make sense.
Right.
It's like I be a Crip, then I'm fighting against Bloods. I'm shooting at Blood niggas I know, grew up with. You know what I mean? And then I'm a
Right.
Blood, then I'm shooting at my family. It's
Yeah.
just like it didn't make sense. So I just,
Put it away. Not for you. Yeah, that's,
And then yeah, high school I started hooping, and then that just kept me, you know what I mean?
you
Kept
get
me focused.
you get any titles over there at the high school, man. I know they got
Yeah,
crazy high
yeah.
school
I
games
didn't
out
win
here.
CIF, but we won conference.
Okay.
You know, won the league.
Was you a El Camino or was you
Yep.
a
I
Osai?
was at El Camino.
Okay, El Camino.
Yep. I was at
Okay.
El Camino.
All right.
Yeah.
Wildcats, huh?
Wildcats.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
So let's talk about the first time that you actually put a project together, man. When was the first time that you said it was after high school that you really started fucking with it?
Yeah.
Do you remember what the first project was called that you did?
My first project was the Dompilation.
That was the first one.
That was the first one.
Okay.
And it was, I want to say the summer of my freshman year at Palomar, I was hooping.
Okay.
And then I ended up going to my Uncle 20's and staying there like the whole summer. It was crazy. Like I
Yeah.
low key just moved in.
Wow.
Without even, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
like, it just happened.
It just happened. Like
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
went over there. Then Rev was in the studio, quick shot.
Damn.
You know what I mean? John Gibbs coming over, T Nasty.
So you got some talent around you.
Yeah, it was just
Yeah,
like it was
yeah.
divine.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I was just in there every day, just creating, and leaving open verses, and motherfuckers coming over, studio, this and that, and then we came together. Fly J, Cap,
Sheesh.
Perry,
Yeah.
shit, yeah.
Yeah, you know that during that era, man, during that time of that album coming out, there was a lot of talent. And not that there's not a lot of talent now,
Right,
but just
right.
then not everybody moved out. Everybody was still here. There was just a lot of homegrown, just a
Right.
lot of vibes, man.
Right.
Let's talk about some of the shows that you used to do, man, out here and stuff. Do you miss not doing the shows, or do you see the shows, or like what was your take on the shows that you got to do and stuff like that?
Yeah, I feel like the shows was cool. I just feel like
Be honest.
it wasn't as structured as it should have been.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I still feel like, it like as a whole city, if we would just move like as one card
Right.
and just do shows, you know
Right.
what I mean? Like
Right.
motherfuckers will blow, you know what I
Right.
mean? But it's like everybody does their own shit. They do their own little shows. They, they're trying to just,
Kind of clicky.
yeah,
Kind of clicky.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
And I don't know. It's just like, yes, it's just.
I'll tell you what, you definitely are right, man. There's a ton of talent. If everybody would move on the same card,
Just the same card. Like everybody opened up for the same show, back to back to back to back, and everybody on stage and everybody rapping is just.
yeah, it would be crazy, man. There's definitely a lot of talented people. Let's talk about some artists that maybe you admire or maybe want to work with. If there's anybody in the industry or underground or artists I never heard of, if there's anybody that you would want to work with, who's out there that you think that you'd fuck with?
Right now, like I fuck with Bino. Bino's little vibe, like just
Bino?
like the cool, yeah.
Don't even know about Bino.
Bino Rideau out in L.A. Bino and Blast.
Okay.
They I don't think they not a group, but they fuck with each other tough. But they got a nice little sound.
Little vibe
that
and
I
shit.
like. Yeah, it's like a cool
Okay.
little vibe and shit.
Okay.
And right now, like Draco just.
You fucking with Draco
I've
Ruler?
been listening to his shit like
Yeah.
on the daily. He
Yeah.
coming with some crazy shit,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, he
It's
said some
crazy.
sly shit. He said some
He
sly
said
shit. He said some
I'll
sly
be
shit.
like, damn, right? It ain't even no off the wall shit. Like it's not no stupid crazy metaphors. It's just like simple, but it's like meaningful.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? And
Right.
just his whole sound and shit and what he done been through lately is just like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think he's still fighting a charge, man. I think he's still battling some court shit. I don't know, but I think he might be. But
Yeah.
but with the music that it's in the state of that it is in now, do you like the music that it's in the state now? Do you like where it's going? Do you like what they're doing with it, or how you feel about this music that's coming out, man?
Yeah, I feel like
Personal opinion.
I feel like music is kind of like basketball.
Uh-huh.
It's like, you look at the LeBron Jameses and you look at, the new people coming in.
Right.
You know what I mean? And everybody
Right.
gonna have their opinion and everybody gonna say this person do this and that. But it's like, if we just stop critiquing and just enjoy it, you know what I mean? It'll just be better. Like it's nonstop. It's not ever gonna stop.
Right.
You know what I
Right,
mean? And
right.
it's like, you you get somebody that you like, you know, rock with them, but don't be talking about how bad somebody else is, or
Right,
you know, how
right,
you
right.
don't like nobody, this and that. It's
Right,
like
right.
everybody got their own style, everybody got their own flavor, everybody has their own relationship with God and how they work to get where they at.
Yes, sir.
And it's
Yes, sir.
like,
Yes, sir.
we just gotta appreciate it.
Yeah, man. That's the truth, man. That's the truth, man. So let's talk about some of this basketball stuff, man. You say you've been a coach.
Yeah,
How
I've
long you been coaching for?
I've been coaching for shit. This would have been my 5th year.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I started out at Mission Vista at a high school.
Okay.
And then my coach from Palomar hit me up. He's like, "You want to coach?" I'm like, "Hell yeah."
That's tight.
You know what I mean? So I went in there. My first year we didn't do too well, and then last year we did pretty well. We ended up making the playoffs. We had a good record, like 21-7 or something. And then we was on the road, and we were up by 5 with like 30 seconds left.
Yeah.
And some bullshit started. Like the ref called 3 fouls in a row to like, and then the last one we was up. No, the last one we were tied, and we went in to, you know, try to score. It came off the front of the rim. The guard grabbed it, tripped over one of our big dudes. They called a foul, 0.3 seconds.
Wow.
And just
robbed the Don.
robbed the dime. And that was my first playoff game. I was like, I'm active. And I was actually the head coach at that time because our coach had got sick.
Okay,
Like
okay.
everybody had got sick. I think it was the COVID before the
Before
COVID.
the-
Yeah.
Was it like
It was like
October,
January.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's
bruh.
crazy.
Like the next round of the playoffs, that's when they shut everything down.
around March or something
Yep.
like that.
And coach
Damn.
had just came back. I had took over for like 10 games, and he
That's
was just
crazy.
coming back. I had even got sick.
Damn.
But I had went to the doctor. They was like, it's upper respiratory, whatever. It's
Right.
all that.
They weren't getting
respiratory.
paid for COVID yet.
Exactly.
It was like, take this inhaler.
Exactly. So yeah, bro, it was crazy. But
What got you into basketball, man? Any player, anybody specific basketball
yeah.
team or anything?
yeah, well, mostly like, you know, just like with Slim with the rap, it was like Jerry Garrett with the
Damn.
football and basketball. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like them is my dad's.
Deion Sanders of Oceanside.
You know what I mean? So it was like with him, my Uncle Kev and Stud and all them playing at Buccaneer. You know,
Yeah.
my dad would go to Calaveras. They'd play every weekend, and I was there.
You was
know
just
what I
in it.
mean? So I just been in it. Ball and music, I just been in it.
That's
you know
hard,
what I
man.
mean?
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
That's dope to have that in your upbringing and have that around you and stuff like that.
Right.
That's definitely probably kept you and your brother out the way and focused on some real positive shit. man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yep.
I know you shot a couple videos, man. What's a video that you haven't shot that you said you're gonna shoot?
I'm gonna shoot "Sleeping on Me"
Okay.
on the 16th. I'm
Okay.
gonna be doing that, and then there's a song on the album called "I'm Good," which everybody's feeling, and I'm gonna shoot that one.
Okay.
And then after that, I'm already working on another project, so it's like I'm just shooting to do those two, and then I'm either gonna just start dropping singles, or I'm gonna just put out another project in the summer and just, you know, do little freestyles here and there,
Right,
videos.
right.
You know what I mean? That's 2021 to just focus on videos.
Okay,
really,
yeah,
because
yeah,
that's
yeah,
where
yeah,
I've been.
yeah.
That's where I was slacking like way back at the beginning. But
Yeah.
now, you know, it's clear to see, like, you just gotta have the videos.
Videos help, man. Videos definitely help a lot. I'm not gonna lie, and they kind of fun to do. You know what I'm saying? You kind of
Yeah,
have fun doing them.
they
and shit.
are.
You see them at the end of the day, you like, ooh, I kind of look like a motherfucking star right now.
You got like, damn,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm up there. I'm creating
Yeah.
this shit. I'm a pillar. You
Yeah.
know, and I'm doing something.
When you do your videos, are you behind the film? No, I mean not like shooting the shit, but are you like directing it in yourself, or do you get with somebody to direct it with the actual cameraman, or how does that work for your vision for these? videos?
Honestly, every video I've done up to this point has been on the spot.
Okay, we
Just
on.
like,
Yeah, let's get it cracking.
We on. I'll think about the location,
Uh-huh.
and then, you know, pull up, and then just be like,
Get it
you know,
cracking.
we go here. Yep, it'll be look good over here. Yeah, let's go around the corner. See, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But I definitely have to get into the treatment and writing shit out.
Right,
You
right,
know what I
right,
mean?
right.
Because I feel like, you know, everybody kind of starts out like that, to where it's just, you know, simple videos.
Right.
Even still, like, people do simple videos. The motherfuckers just want to see you, but
Let me tell you, there's no wrong way to get content.
Right.
Content. If
Right.
you can, man. If you could be in a mansion, be in a mansion. If you could be on the block, be on the block. Just
Right,
get it
right.
out. That's the truth right now, man.
But if you have I feel like if you have a good song with some, you know, some good content that can build kind of a story to it,
Yeah,
or kind of,
yeah.
you know, you want to put that together to where, you know, it's timeless, or it's just like catching, you know,
Right,
catching
right.
the people's eye, or, you know.
Yeah, there's a couple out here I've been watching, man. There's a couple. I ain't gonna mention no names until I get them on the show. We ain't gonna drop no names until I get them on the show. But
Yeah,
there's a
yeah,
couple
yeah.
good ones out here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For real, man. So do you see yourself this next year with your new project? Are you gonna be a solo artist on this one? Are you gonna be working with a lot of artists? How are you gonna approach this next project that you're doing?
I've been trying to focus on just like doing solo stuff.
Okay.
Honestly.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people I know feel like some people feel like I'm not fucking with them or trying to fuck with them. Like that's not even the case.
Right.
I just feel like, you know, the more you can work as a solo artist and get your songs out there before, you know, you become whatever the people like, you know, like that's the best chance to do it.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? And then like once you get in up over the top of the hill, then that's when you want to start looking for those big features,
Features and stuff like
that'll
that.
get you across the nation. You
Right,
know?
right.
I feel like doing songs within your city is kind of like, you know, it's not getting out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like
you work with the same homies. You got the same homies. Who got the same
fans,
homies. Yeah.
got the same. You know what I mean? It's
I
like-
learned that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like you got to get up and go out. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And that's
for
what
sure.
I've been trying to do too. I went to Washington, like met up with some people out there, trying to hit, you know, all the big cities like Texas, New York, Florida. You know what I'm saying? Just
Have you, what's a good reception or a good vibe that you have taken this music that you've been like, damn, this was an awesome feeling, whether it be in New York or where you've been, like where's somewhere that you've been with the music that you've had fun with it?
yeah, like I said, like Washington, I went out there with one of my family friends, and they was feeling it.
Dope.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then, you know, I've been getting, you know, Instagram and stuff and Facebook and everything, and people across, you know what I'm saying, like this shit hard.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? So that's, you know, that's kind of what keeps you going, because it's, you know, it's an uphill battle.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Just like, I was spending all this time, spending all this money. I got kids now. It's like I
Right.
could be doing this, I could be doing that, but it's like, you know, it's just like you never know how close you are. You know what I
Right,
mean? So
right.
you gotta just keep on going.
Right. A lot of this shit, for me personally, man, a lot of the music is therapy now. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, just for
Absolutely.
times that I've been through or times that I'm going through or, you know what I'm saying?
Or
So-
even just times that you want to create.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I
yeah,
feel like so
yeah.
many people have this like mindset on like, oh, he doesn't have that or he doesn't do that.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
And it's like,
I'm painting a picture, goddammit. Look
right.
at the picture.
That's why they say an artist.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like music is art. It's a form of art. It's a way to expression. It's a way to get things out. You know, your desires, what you want, what you don't want. You can create any fucking thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like you just gotta appreciate it.
Yeah. I mean, it's like writing a book or writing a movie or something like that.
Exactly.
I was working with one artist. This was about 10 years ago, man, and I wanted to do a song with him. He was like, I was like, what do you want to do the song about? He was like, well, let's do a movie. So the movie starts off like this, and then this happens, and then the end of the movie. And I was like, oh, shit, we going to write a song like a movie. Okay, this is a whole
Right.
different approach. And it's just fun. Different shit. You could do anything with music. It's a dope-ass thing, man.
Exactly.
Social media, man, and the internet, big time right now. What's the social media that you fuck with the most, that you're on the most, that people can contact you and rock with you on?
Instagram is what I'm on the most.
That's what you want.
Yeah. I like Instagram. It's pretty easy and fast, you know, but it's time consuming like all the other ones.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, Instagram, I like that one. It's quick to reach out to people, quick to, you know, see new things.
Right.
The way the stories are set up to where, you know, people repost shit and you see stuff. It
Fly
just-
on the fly. on the
Yeah,
fly.
yeah.
What is your Instagram? Where can we follow
It's
you
at It's Don 3.
Okay.
It's ITS Don _3.
There you go.
You
there
know,
you go.
I
There you
was
go.
like, shit's so confusing, but yeah,
That's right.
It's Don _3.
And after this episode, we're gonna play a song that you're gonna let us rock with. And
Yeah,
what song?
yeah,
What song's that gonna
Sleeping
be
on
called?
Me.
Sleeping on
Sleeping
me.
on Me.
How'd you come up with that?
I was riding with my boy Manny. We was coming from Guitar Center.
Okay.
We had just went to go pick up some stuff, you know what I mean, and we was just playing beats. And then that one came on, and I was just like, this shit hard.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just, you know, I got it on my little BeatStars and everything, had them send it to me, whatever. And then I started out by just writing. Not writing the hook, but the verse.
Right.
So I just started out just, you know, writing the verse, whatever, this and that. And then when I was going up to record it, I ended up coming up with the hook.
Gotcha.
And I ended up writing the second verse on the way up to the studio.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
it was
Gotcha.
like, yeah, it was one of those, you know what I mean? Like those, you know, just like in the vibe, in the moment, just feeling it, you know what I mean? And the way I started it and the way I attacked it kind of just, you know, led the way for the rest of it.
So who produced it?
It's Sirocco 3K, I think it goes by.
That's who produced it?
Yeah.
And then you slapped it on there?
Yep.
That's dope, man.
It's hard.
So we're going to get into that, man. Don
Yeah.
3, I appreciate you sliding through, man. Give me
Yes,
your
sir.
time tonight, man. Definitely let them know where they can find you again on any social media platforms and all that.
Yeah, on YouTube, my channel is Double Trouble Platinum. On Instagram, it's Don_3. And then on Facebook, Derek Jones. Snapchat, Don3Hundo. Yeah, that's pretty much it. On my Instagram, I got my all links on there anyway, so you could go to my Instagram and hit my bio and everything in there.
Bro, perfect,
Yeah.
man. Well, shit, we going to get back with you as soon as you drop this next project. You feel me?
Yeah, for
Get
sure.
you back in here, ask some more questions. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
All right, man. I appreciate your time, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's done. I bring change to the game. Every game I'm trying to break 100. Break a record, selling records. Thank you to who put you on this. Word of mouth, Luda, grew the throw out, but I chopped it. Safely made a vault of hits, and I just unlocked it. It's like a flock of bats coming out the cave. I'm from the ocean side with my own type of waves. Different vibrations, I like to raise. I do more than coordinate, I make the plays. I'm below degrees now. I'm getting shit for free now. They asking about the top of my city, they mention me now. Wow. Had to come up out of my shell. I'm still humble, but I'm giving them hell. Yeah, I'm wishing them well. Sick nurse said stop ringing the bell. She got my head right and I took the tail. Then I shook the spot. Gold-blooded, royal powers, highly favored. Money catered, Taco Bell. I get my cheese layered. He a player, he a slayer. Buffy, he will Raider, he will Dodger. California Bayer. I'm on a different page. Life rolling loud, we all at a different stage. Made my granny proud, I controlled all my rage. Trying to change my ways as I'm walking through this maze. As I'm walking through this maze. As I'm walking through this maze. High roller, hit my number, grab my Skrilla. I control a lot of actions with my presence. All the pressure make a folder out of humans with no motor of their own, so they just go with the flow. I'm a leader, off the meter, off the Richter, get the picture, Van Gogh. Realism, my demeanor may look meaner, but I'm cleaner with my temper, cause I lost a lot of factors to these actors pulling triggers. Got no guidance or no gangster, but they chop down a pillar, it's fucked up. Lord forgive me if I lose it and have no choice. I like the Bentley GT, not the Rolls Royce. It reflects me, more power and just more poise. She get moist when I show my range and change my voice. Hoist the bar, made it this far, evolving like the human race. Put on this earth to bring together the human race. Blessed to aim at success, I done had a taste. Now I need to stay consistent so I can secure my place. I tag team with God to get up out of poverty. Used to rely on women, but then they started starving me. Draining me, framing me, foul naming me. Don't bother me. I'm on a different page. Life rolling loud, we all at a different stage. Made my granny proud, I controlled all my rage. Trying to change my ways as I'm walking through this maze. I'm on a different page. Life rolling loud, we all at a different stage. Made my granny proud, I controlled all my rage. Trying to change my ways as I'm walking through this maze. I'm walking through this maze. As I'm walking through this maze. As I'm walking through this maze.
I'm walking through this maze.